Hold up. Before you click away faster than Travis Kelce runs a 40-yard dash, hear me out. I'm about to commit what some people consider sports blasphemy, and honestly, I don't care. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Look, I need to get something off my chest, and it's been eating at me like a bad stadium hot dog. Well, like 5 or 6 when I actually do go. I can't stand Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift. There, I said it. Listen, I would literally pay premium subscription money to never hear either of their names again. And you know that movie Yesterday where the Beatles never existed? I want to live in that universe, except it's the version where these two never existed and I don't have to pretend to care about their relationship status every time I watch another football game. So, take this rant for what it's worth. The unfiltered truth from someone who's tired of the hype machine. Listen, my biggest sports peeve right now, the constant, relentless claim that Travis Kelce is the greatest tight end of all time. And folks, I'm here to tell you that not only is he not the greatest tight end ever, he's not even the best tight end in the NFL right now. Listen, I know your fantasy football team just gasp in horror. I've got data here to prove it, but stick with me. Let's start with the obvious elephant in the room. Rob Gronkowski. Gronk has 4 Super Bowl rings to Kelce's 2. In the playoffs, when it actually matters, Gronk was an absolute monster. The man averaged over 70 receiving yards per playoff game compared to Kelce's 66. And before you say, but longevity, remember that Gronk did this while getting his body destroyed by defenders who treated him like a human pinball machine. And then there's Tony Gonzalez, the godfather of modern tight end play. This man redefined the position before Kelce was even a twinkle in his mom's eye. Gonzalez has more career receptions, more receiving yards, and did it in an era when tight ends were basically extra offensive linemen who occasionally caught a pass. He was doing Kelce things before Kelce things were cool. And here's where it gets really spicy. Kelce isn't even the best tight end playing right now. I can already hear you typing angry comments, but let me ask you this. When's the last time you watched Mark Andrews play? That man is an absolute unit. In 2021, Andrews had more touchdowns than Kelce while playing with Lamar Jackson, who, to be honest, throws passes like he's playing hot potato sometimes. And what about George Kittle? That dude is basically a linebacker disguised as a pass catcher. Kittle can block like a mauler and catch passes in traffic that would make other tight ends fake an injury. He's doing everything Kelce does, but he's also willing to pancake a linebacker into the next week. But here's my question for you, Panda Nation. What makes a tight end truly great? Is it pure receiving stats or being a complete player who can block, catch, and change the game when it matters? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I think we're going to probably disagree on this. Now, don't get me wrong. Kelce is good, really good, better than I want him to be honest. The man can run routes like a receiver trapped in a tight end's body. His connection with Holmes is remarkable. And he shows up in the biggest moments with plays that will make me angry. But is he the greatest ever? No, come on. That's like saying the newest iPhone is automatically the best phone ever made just because it's shiny and everyone else is talking about it. The truth is, Kelce benefits from playing in the most pass-happy era in NFL history, with arguably the most talented quarterback of his generation, in an offensive system that's basically designed to get him the ball. Put prime Gronk or Tony Gonzalez in that same system, and we'd be having a very different conversation. And we can talk about durability. Kelce has been relatively healthy throughout his career, which is great for him and his bank account. But Gronk was playing through injuries that would sideline most players, still putting up monster numbers and doing it while defenders were actively trying to decapitate him. Here's the thing that really gets me, the media narrative. Kelce gets credit for being a complete tight end, but when you actually break down the film, he's basically a really tall wide receiver who occasionally blocks. Meanwhile, guys like Kittle are out there moving defensive ends around like furniture and still putting up elite receiving numbers. So here's my second question for you. Is Kelce a victim of his own hype, or am I just a bitter football fan who's just tired of Travis and Taylor and taking it out on Kelce? Probably all of the above. I don't really care. Look, I get it. Kelce is fun to watch. He's got some personality, I guess, and he's dating America's sweetheart, I guess. But when we're talking about football greatness, can we please separate the celebrity from the actual football player? Because when you do that, Kelce is a very good tight end who happens to be in the perfect situation And he's not the second coming of tight end Jesus. The greatest tight end ever? Come on. I don't even think that's up for debate when you throw in Gronk and Tony G. The best tight end right now? That's a conversation that should include Andrews, Kittle, and yes, Kelce. But this coronation of Kelce as the undisputed king of tight ends, that's just recency bias mixed with celebrity culture. And frankly, it's insulting to the guys who actually revolutionized this position. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy who thinks football should be about football, not about which pop star is dating which player. And I also see on the Lions rookie tight ends who may become the greatest tight ends ever in football. Peter Von Panda, out.